Okay, Salomon have challenged me. You think you are fast on the roads? We challenge you to get out on the trails and then take on a local segment to see how fast you can run. Up for the challenge? Hashtag time to play, hashtag run on emotion. Well, of course I'm up for the challenge, Salomon. I'm gonna get the kit on now. I'm gonna ease it in with a 9-mile loop on the trails. And then this week, I'm gonna really test the kit, but mainly test myself on the trails, a few sessions, and finish it with a big segment to try and take top of the leaderboard. And I'm excited. Oh, I love a challenge. Thank you, Salomon. Let's do this. So I'm just going through the box, seeing what they've sent out, and they've sent me these Wild Cross Gore-Tex trail shoes, and they feel really good, and I'm looking forward to getting out and testing them now. Look at that tread! Look at the lugs on them! Oh, lugalicious! That's not a word. Lugly! No, that sounds like ugly. Luggerful! Let's move on.
So there's a big muddy steep downhill bit coming up, so let's test what my trail descending's really like. I never come this way on the loop, I normally run up it, but I've gone the other way around to see how I fare running down this muddy steep downhill. I don't do it very often, but running downhill fast is so much fun. It reminds me of being a kid, just messing around. Sometimes we take running so seriously, but running downhill, just letting yourself go, feels like the most natural thing to do in the world. I love it.
9 miles done, good start to the week. Enjoyed that, just took it easy. I didn't really look at the heart rate, but just did it by feel, so I reckon the heart rate was about low 140s. Yeah, so the plan for this week is I'm gonna try and get out on the trails every day, and then if I double, I'll do the double on the treadmill or on the roads. But it'll be a lot of trail running, and yeah, I accept the challenge. Let's do this. I'm gonna do a segment this week on Sunday. I'll let you know about that later in the week, but I'm gonna get some sessions and long runs done on the trails too. And I'm looking forward to it, something a bit different this week, but with my eyes still firmly focused on Project 30.
Right, it's session day. So, I've come to the trails, different trails, and I'm doing 20 times, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. I'm just, branch to the face. Just warming up at the moment, and it's been hammering down with rain. So, very soft surface. This trail is a bit of a mixture really. Some of it's sort of like fire track, so that should be quite fast, depending whether I'm going up or downhill when the minute hits. But there's a really steep single track, and then a really fast but quite technical single track coming down the other side. It's a really fun loop. Haven't done it very much. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't done it for months. But with the challenge I've been set, I thought I'd get back out on some real trails and test myself. So, rather than on the road doing fast minutes, I'm on the trails. I don't know when the minute's gonna hit, so I'm assuming I'll be doing some downhill and some just working really hard uphill. But I'm looking forward to this. yeah, my arm's hurting now, so I'm gonna stop vlogging. It's most definitely autumn. The floor is just covered in leaves, which does pose its own challenges. For that technical bit, it's not that technical for me, as I'm not really a trail runner. If the leaves covering the path, it's going to be tough because there's lots of like roots and tree stumps and turns, and it's all single track. But I'll give it my best shot. Oh, it's been a lot of uphill already, and I'm already out of breath just on my warm-up. But I'm not fussed. I just want to roll these minutes as hard as I can. There's different ways of doing this session. You could do your minutes really hard and then basically crawl your minute recovery, or you could do your minutes hard but not flat out and then try and float, or do your minutes recovery quite steady. And you can stress different things, but for me today, I'm just going to enjoy it, do it by feel, do the minute hard, really hard, and then pretty much crawl the recoveries. So even though I'm on the trails, I'm looking to try and get some leg turnover on the faster bits, and then really work on the uphills for that strength benefit. Right, let's crack on. What I was gonna say is, let's see how long these socks stay white, but they're already turning brown. By the end of this, I can imagine these white socks and the wild cross are gonna be absolutely smothered in mud, the way it should be. So I've set the workout up on Garmin, so it'll be very easy. It'll just buzz every minute after I've done the warm-up, and when it buzzes, that either means start running hard, Matt, or start recovering. Right, when we get to the bottom of this hill, lap my watch, that's the warm-up done, first minute on. Five done, really, really tough. And I've seen a dead ball, which is horrible. But 5 done. This bit's so steep, so steep. Just finished the 6th one, and the only way to recover on this is to walk it, because it's a light jog is an effort on this. Does mean the next minute's going to come again, and then a minute up this ridiculous graded incline. I've made it to the top of that crawl climb, and now it's single track. This is where I'll get dicey, but fun. I really struggled on that last bit, not fitness wise, but trying to run technical. The leaves, you just can't see what's underneath. So I'm being quite apprehensive. I'm no Killian, I'll give you that. But hopefully I'll grow in confidence as each rep goes, and I commit to running a bit faster on the surface, because the grip on my shoes is actually working really well. It's just I'm worried about rocks under the leaves, because there's lots of rocks and lots of tree stumps around here. Oh! 19 done. Next one starting up this hill. Oh, here we go. Ah! And we're done. Oh, that was a tough session. I feel like I've done a workout running wise, but also like a gym workout. Oh, quads, hamstrings, calves were really working then. Uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. Oh. I can see why Salomon were like, well, you can run fast on the roads, but see what you can do on the trails, because it's a whole different game, but a very fun game. So I really enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the week now, but I think there's going to take some recovery from this. That was tough. Should we check the shoes and the socks? Yeah. So yeah, they are suitably muddy, the way it should be. So tune in to the rest of the week to find out what else I get up to in this trail challenge. I've got my long run, I've got another session, and then I've got a crack at the segment, which I'll tell you more about in a later episode. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and get in the comments and tell me what you thought of this episode.